You are a disgusting pig and your husband is he failed as a man. He probably takes it as well. Is that why he likes to see you get trains ran on you? He should self-delete. What a failure as a man. He only gets you and who you approve, and you get to have 9 guys. You should put him out of his misery.
Well, boys, here we are once again, just another OnlyFans model here to publicly humiliate her boyfriend. And get this, she is a former school teacher who got exposed by another school district and claims that it's a blessing in disguise. Now, boys, I'm really not one to judge, but god damn it, that's what we're here to do. So, boys, go ahead and sit back, relax, scratch your nuts, and let's get into this shit.
I started making spicy content mainly because we had a lot of bills. So at the time, he was laid off from his job. I wasn't making very much as a teacher. I had a lot of student loans, we had credit card debt. So we kind of just started it to see if it would help. It was not meant to be long term. I think it was just a quick fix or like something we could do to supplement our income at the time.
Okay, what the fuck is this? I know, I get it, y'all running low on funds and needed extra income, so you started the OnlyFans. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but fuck it, you do you. But what the fuck is this? You're telling me you went to Home Depot, searched for the measuring tapes, and as soon as you found it, set up your tripod, set up your camera, your phone, whatever the fuck you used, recorded yourself for 5 seconds playing with it, ended the video, went home, added the text, posted the video, and this is how you make your living? God damn, this bitch has the G code. If this isn't living life on beginner mode, then I don't know what is.
So the school district sat me down at the end of the school day, and they basically said that they had gotten reports from a neighboring school district that I was on a spicy content page. And they basically said that they were going to put me on leave and just investigate until they could figure out what to do.
You know, if you really think about it, it must have been really difficult for the person who had exposed this woman to come out and say something, because in doing so, you would have to admit that you had plans to be a meanie to your weenie, and while commencing to your edging session, you just so happen to find her OnlyFans. I mean, I truly don't know what's more embarrassing, being the one caught having an OnlyFans or being the one getting caught beating it to said OnlyFans.
3 or 4 days after I was put on leave, I started getting calls from reporters asking if the story was true, what was happening. After the media kind of ran our stories, subscriptions were really kind of rolling into the spicy site. I think I ended up resigning about 7 days later from the job, and I didn't necessarily need to work at the school district anymore because the site was supporting us.
I really hate the fact that she said that she resigned because she felt like she didn't really need the job at the school anymore, as if this whole thing was just by her own terms. But I bet you anything that is nowhere near close to what actually happened. Yes, I know that she is the one who technically made the decision to resign, but let's say she didn't. She knows damn well she would be fired, and she knows part of her was hoping that this OnlyFans thing would work out, because if it didn't, she would have no income. But go ahead and have this mentality of you resigned on your own, but you know damn well you were fucked and you just so happen to get lucky at the end.
I would say the worst reaction that I had to deal with, or that we've had to deal with, has probably been more so from friends and family. I feel like sometimes the news of this, or the fact, can be so shocking that it makes people forget who we actually are.
I don't understand why we can't be considered normal just because of our job.
Because it's not a real job. In what ways are you contributing to society? You know, I highly doubt any parent is going to be super proud that their son or daughter grew up just to sell nudes for a living. I mean, just look at you. You went to college to get a higher education. You spent your money, time, hard work, dedication, skills, and talent, and anything else that goes along with that, all just to sell videos of you sucking wee-wee.
Megan is one of my best friends, and she was a teacher with me. Secretly, we were both spicy content creators.
Bro, where the hell is this school? And why do they have so many OnlyFans models? You know, it's fucking insane. I remember being in school, we had some old ass white people teaching us. Now these poor kids have trashy ass women who are low-key selling their bodies for money.
After I got put on leave, she was discovered as well. She appeared in one of my pictures in a video, so she was put on leave. She did not resign. She said, "I don't believe I'm doing anything wrong." She was a content creator, but the school was also paying her as well. Just at home. They didn't let her come to the classroom.
No, of course not. Why the hell would a school allow a sex worker into the classroom? And what you really should be surprised about is how the hell did she not get fired? I'm sorry, but for me, if I were a parent, I would not want a sex worker, a drug dealer, a pedophile, a drag queen, a furry, and whatever the fuck else teaching my kid. I mean, with all this shit, go ahead and do this shit on your personal time, but don't make it public, okay? Now, I don't know if they're teaching young students or high schoolers, but a lot of times your students look up to you. I mean, especially for us Latinos, a lot of our parents don't have a college education, let alone a high school education. So when it comes to questions as far as schooling and stuff like that, of course, the only person we could truly depend on is our teachers.
I think that I've definitely come to terms just deciding not to go back into education. I just don't feel like that's my place anymore after all of this. I immediately knew no one was gonna hire me, but I feel more at peace with the decision of I'm okay right now, just making plans for the future.
I just hate the fact that she feels like she ever had a choice. There was no way in hell you were ever going to get back into education. I mean, you said it yourself. No one was going to hire you. You know, when I was in high school, I had this teacher / coach who was later arrested for selling drugs, and another teacher who was fired because they were allegedly talking to minors. Now, I highly doubt that they came to terms with deciding not to get back into education. Motherfuckers never had a choice. They're not coming back. And neither are you. Now, guys, that is the end of the clip, and I really don't know how to feel about it. If you have an OnlyFans, that's cool, that's great. It doesn't make you any better or worse of a person, but you are trashy in my eyes, okay? Anything that is meant to be done privately does not have to be shared publicly. If you're doing sex work, the world doesn't need to know, especially when you're working with children. Whatever the fuck you do, whatever you're into, can be done in your bedroom and not online. Now, as far as this woman, I feel like her future is practically over. You might be making the millions on OnlyFans right now and enjoy it while it lasts, because it won't be there forever. Eventually your kids will find out and disown you. Eventually you'll get old and ugly and no one will find you attractive. Now, if you're smart, you'll save your money or you'll invest it, but if you're a dumb fuck like the majority of OnlyFans users, you'll waste it quicker than a heartbeat, and you'll have no other choice but to settle with a low-paying job because no one wants to hire an OnlyFans model. But that's just my opinion. I truly don't wish any failure upon this woman, her husband, and her family. I wish them a very successful life, but there are different ways to go about that, and hopefully she'll come to terms with that. But guys, that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this shit. Are you gonna subscribe to her OnlyFans? If so, let me know. But subscribe to the channel if you choose to do so, and have a good one.